Hi, I'm Deborah Johnson with High Stakes Communication. In this video, I'm going to talk about an old subject, but with a new twist. The subject is listening. Yeah, I know. You know how to listen. You've had all these lectures. You've had all this stuff about deep listening, blah, blah, blah. But let me give you my perspective. So hang in here with me for just a minute. Because what I want you to look at is how you're listening, how to tweak that a little bit, and how to get more out of your witnesses. So there's really two ways to listen. In my observation from years of working with attorneys and working with witnesses. The first is you can listen for what you need. That's what attorneys traditionally do. I notice that doctors do this as well. So you go to the doctor, and if you're seeing the podiatrist, he's listening for what's going on with your foot. He may not be listening for your knee or your hip or what's going on with your lower back or anything else. He's just focused on what he needs to be able to do his job. And attorneys tend to, out of necessity, honestly, listen for what they need. Well, there's a really big difference between listening for what you need and listening for what's there. Not that I'm smarter than any attorneys, but I have the opportunity to listen for what's there when I'm working with witnesses. And in almost every case that I've ever worked on, I've had the opportunity to hear something, to learn something that the attorney didn't know, to be able to add that to the case that had some value. So you want to listen for what's there. It takes a little more time, a little more patience, but usually some really good stuff is going to come up for you. The second thing is particularly when you're working with somebody where there's some emotional charge to it. They're angry, they're guilty, they're frustrated, they think they've been treated wrong, whatever that is. What you want when you're working with them and when you're asking questions, trying to get information, trying to get, sometimes elicit their testimony, you have to let the silence do the heavy lifting. And we're not used to that. We're not used to just asking a question and sitting there and waiting. Sometimes 5 seconds, sometimes 10 seconds, sometimes 60 seconds. But in order to get your witnesses to really give you this really important, deep information, you have to be quiet. You have to just sit there, let them process it, let them work it out, and let them finally tell you. Because in the silence, believe me, they will finally come across with what it is that you really need, what you've been waiting for. So, listen for what's there, not for what you need, and let the silence do the heavy lifting. And this will change your witness, it will change testimony, and it will change how your case is coming together. Now, if you got a case coming up and you'd like a consultation, I'm happy to do that. My phone number is coming right up, so give me a call. Happy to talk to you, and thanks.